Hi guys, this is Vineet Pandey and it's a very exclusive private session. जी हाँ दोस्तों, एग्जाम पास आ गया है, बहुत ना के बराबर समय, देखा जाए तो समय है ही नहीं, बट राइट नाउ आई वॉज गोइंग थ्रू द PYQs एंड आई फाउंड सम रैंडम क्वेश्चंस फॉर यू. कुछ रैंडम क्वेश्चंस ऐसे हैं वो कहीं से भी पूछे गए. सी यूजीसी नेट इंग्लिश या इंग्लिश लिटरेचर की अगर मैं बात करूं, the best thing about this exam that what I love is syllabus is uncontrolled. बहुत बड़ा syllabus है. So there are some random terms in this video. I'm going to teach you with some easy things. चलिए तो आवाज को इग्नोर कर देना and all my students please write down these terms. Simple video, sober video and direct approach. The simple term, the first term we have is globalization. टाइम सेव करने के लिए चीजें मैंने यहाँ लिखी हैं. This man has coined the term. Roland Robertson in 1980 in this review, Harvard Business Review. Note it down. The first thing जो आपको सबसे पहले नोट करना है that is globalization, coined by Roland Robertson, 1980, Harvard Business Review. Now comes the questions that what is globalization. तो पहले तो first of all it is a question of net exam. ये नेट के पेपर से ही लिया है मैंने. These are PYQ sessions. ये वो PYQs हैं which are like some random PYQs, tough, random, that have troubled you. So please remember this thing. अब आता है होता क्या ही. The word global, globalization, the word local, local things. Now if we talk about the world, remember in early many years back, 15 years, 20 years back, we used to wonder about the life in Kerala. We used to wonder about the life of students or people in Northeast. We used to wonder about the people in Kashmir because we were taught that culture of Kerala is totally different. Culture of Kashmir is totally different. Culture of Rajasthan, it's totally different. Now, if I ask you, are you unaware about the culture of Kerala? You will say, no, sir. We know the culture of Kerala. Am I unaware about culture of Kashmir? No. Why? Because of brands, because of YouTube, because of social media, things are available. To buy a South Indian sari, a Kanchivaram sari, you don't have to go to Kerala. Amazon will bring it at your doorstep. If you want to buy some handmade product from Northeast, you don't have to go to Northeast. The brands will bring it to you. The local has become global. Point is, local has become global. बनारसी पान दिल्ली के हर मॉल में मिलता है. It means that local thing, that pan, the thing of related to Banaras, the word we use for pan is like tobacco, chewing tobacco kind of thing. Okay, Beatles, ऐसा कुछ नाम होता है. So that is very common now. Then Banarsi sari, it is available in London. People are buying it in London. In short, local has become global. So there is local global connection. This is called glocal. Local and global. Global and local. Glocal. The best example is you must have had a burger in McDonald's, right? Now the McDonald people are also serving samosa. They are promoting it, McD samosa, McDonald's samosa. How? How they are promoting it? Samosa is local. McDonald is a global product. They are taking this local thing and promoting it at global level. So this is a post-colonial term connected in cultural studies. Culture studies के direct connection का part है globalization or global. Please remember this thing. Amazon, Flipkart are helping local people to have national, international clients. That is globalization. Question क्या आएगा? What is globalization? Or two words which are used to form this globalization word, global and local. या फिर आपसे पूछा जा सकता है who has coined it. The first point we have cleared. Let's go for second point. The talented 10th. थोड़ा आवाज खराब है, so you can just see that at least sir is trying, okay? The talented 10th. This is a concept, a theory. The talented 10th. हर 10वां आदमी talented है. A concept by W.E.B. Du Bois. This man has given us the concept of double consciousness. Double consciousness. This is a famous term. French Fanon developed this term in his famous book. I will teach you this in last point. Just write down this. The idea of the talented tenth was given by W.E.B. Du Bois in the famous work The Negro Problem. He said, in every 10 African guys or people, one is talented. Means we have a lot of talent. हर 10वां आदमी talented है. So talent is there. Every 10th African is talented. He was motivating his people that don't be scared because you're black. Don't feel inferior because you are black. Don't hate yourself because the white people hate you. No. In every 10 African, there is one talented concept. So this concept is called the talented 10th. He tells the Africans to be the talented 10th. A question of net exam. It was a simple question that who has given this idea. So please remember this idea. And in which book? The Negro Problem. Last day's concept, just mug it up. As it prop, a question of UGC net exam. When I saw this question, I thought it is Age of Pope and it is some printing mistake. So I thought it is Age of Pope and luckily I went for the right answer. Tukka sahi bhid gaya. The question, what is acid prop? Acid prop is a Russian term. ये Russian vocab term है and it is standing for. See, this is the English term converted from the Russian term. Agitation and propaganda. This is the current day scenario. 18th century literature is also called the literature of agitprop. Agitation and propaganda. Agitation मतलब उकसाना, aggression होना, जैसे जनता को भड़काना. Propaganda, उसके भड़काने से related चीजें, show of things, fake news, fake information, things. That is agitation and propaganda. Agitprop. Please remember this term. It can be applied to any revolution, anything. कोई भी आप कहीं भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. So remember, is it prop as agitation and propaganda concept. Then it is the question. The question was simple. What do you mean by agitation, agitprop? Agitation and propaganda. Please remember, it is a Russian term. Russian revolution से related है. The chamber theater. When you take a play, you adapt it for the stage performance and then you go for minute description of the play. You focus on minute details, even actors, their dresses, their entry, exits. When you are performing a play on the stage, you have adapted the play, but then you are giving all minute details. Hamlet comes to talk to Ophelia, and then Hamlet is, he's wearing a white shirt, a black trouser, his watch looks like that, then he's doing this to clear his throat, then he also thinks that the curtains are like this. Unnecessarily minute details. आप स्टेज पे प्ले दिखा रहे हो और आप स्टेज पे एक्टर्स, उनकी ड्रेसेस, उनकी एंट्री कैसे हुई, एग्जिट कैसे हुआ, ये सब बता रहे हो. A lot of detail. That is chamber play, a modern experiment to give the readers a first-hand experience that you understand the setting. कई बार ऐसा होगा, when sometime it happens, when you read a story, it is mentioned, gate opens, hero enters. Why do you have to write this gate opens, hero enters? Right? But if you watch movies with subtitles and narration, so when the hero takes the gun out, in subtitle narration, it will be written, hero is taking the gun out. That is chamber style. Grapes of Wrath was an experiment but was a flop play. So just remember one random question. What is chamber theater? Robert S. Breen. This man developed this idea. Robert S. Breen. Just remember the name. All you can do is just mug up and forget. एक ही बार क्वेश्चन है, दोबारा रिपीट नहीं हुआ है, बट वी हैव टू चेक दिस. सो रॉबर्ट एस ब्रीन, इट इज इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर स्क्रीन, इसको समझ लेना. देन कम्स नेक्स्ट वन, क्वेश्चन ऑफ नेट एग्जाम लास्ट दिसंबर, एपिडर्मलाइजेशन ऑफ इंफीरियोरिटी. बहुत आसान है, मैंने ये सेम कॉन्सेप्ट दलित लिटरेचर में भी पढ़ा हुआ है. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल देखने में कितना खतरनाक लग रहा होगा. एपिडर्मलाइजेशन ऑफ इंफीरियोरिटी, अ टर्म कॉइन्ड बाय फ्रेंच फेनॉ. आपको इंफॉर्मेशन देने के लिए आई हैव मेंशन्ड दिस. टर्म इज कॉइन्ड इन ब्लैक स्किन व्हाइट मास्क, पब्लिकेशन ऑफ द बुक 1952. तो पहले नोट करो, द टर्म हैज बीन गिवन बाय फ्रेंच फेनॉ in Black Skin, White Mask, 1952. Now, in this book, he also talks about double consciousness, but double consciousness was coined by W.E.B. Du Bois. So I told you ना मैं पढ़ाऊंगा वहां पे. Remember? मैंने आपको कहा था डबल कॉन्शियसनेस के बारे में पढ़ाऊंगा. यहां पे द डबल कॉन्शियसनेस, Du Bois. Now see, in the souls of the black folk, in this book, Du Bois talks about double conscious. Why I'm talking about these two things together? Because they are same. Epidermalization of inferiority. When inferiority is so much deep rooted in your heart, in your brain, that you are always conscious about your inferiority. The professor in University of Delhi, the professor of Dalit Studies, Rajkumar sir, Professor Rajkumar, he also wrote a poetry on this thing. Daya Pawar has also written a poetry on this thing, that the Dalits have been tortured and controlled, that even the souls of Dalit accept that they are Dalits. This is the concept. Blacks को, Africans को inferior feel करवा दो, इतना inferior feel करवा दो कि उनके अंदर inferiority fix हो जाए. Epidermalization of inferiority. हमेशा ये ध्यान रखना that we are black, we are not equal. We are Dalit, we are not equals. This is a damage that even their souls believe that they are inferior. So this concept means the idea of inferiority deep rooted in the heart. किसी को इतना महसूस करवा दो कि तुम हमेशा ही छोटे रहोगे, नीचे रहोगे. So, और वो खुद मानने लग जाए, वो खुद सोचे कि नहीं नहीं मेरा तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Now, same thing is called double consciousness. Africans living in America, they had one identity of American, one identity of being a black, a nigger, an outsider. That's double consciousness. I am a human being, but I'm a Dalit. I'm a human being, but I'm a woman. Double consciousness. Double consciousness that African people, black people, Dalit people, female, they're always conscious about their second identity. That is double consciousness. Do not forget this. ये दिसंबर का क्वेश्चन है अभी लास्ट. सो ये आपको याद रहेगा. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. डोंट फॉरगेट. रट्टा मार देना. Then black art movement, also called the black aesthetics. People study Harlem Renaissance and Negritude movement, but sometimes they don't focus on black art movement or black aesthetic. First of all, it is connected from Harlem Renaissance. So it is connected to Harlem Renaissance. 1960s and 70s में they started developing their own literature, their own aesthetics, just like Victorian aesthetics, art for art's sake. Black aesthetics, they started celebrating black life, black culture, black writings, black poetry. उन्होंने अपना समाज डेवलप किया कि हम अपने ब्लैक कल्चर, ब्लैक लाइफ, ब्लैक आइडेंटिटी को डेवलप करेंगे. दैट इज ब्लैक एस्थेटिक मूवमेंट. आपको क्या रखना है? ब्लैक आर्ट मूवमेंट, या इसको बोलते हैं ब्लैक एस्थेटिक मूवमेंट. इस आदमी का नाम याद कर लो, अमीरी बराका, इमामू अमीरी बराका. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट राइटर है. दिस मैन इज बिहाइंड द ब्लैक आर्ट मूवमेंट. सो प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस थिंग. प्लस अ राइटर who supported the idea of black aesthetic movement, black art movement is Ed Bullins. ये भी आप देख लेना. Ed Bullins, he was a cultural minister. Black art movement में he was cultural minister. In NET exam, he was in the options. So please remember, cultural minister, black art movement, this writer, Ed Bullins. Now, see the another important thing. Is there an Indian way of thinking? A question that has been asked. 1989, he talks about the idea of original India and Indian thoughts which are highly colonized. It is a non-fiction work. He said, we Indians do not have real Indianness. We have been enslaved. We are half British, half Indian. We are not pure Indian. So technically, our thoughts, our mindset, it is totally controlled, and we do not have pure Indian thinking. For example, अगर आप मुझसे कोई सवाल पूछोगे about culture, I cannot answer you as an Indian. I'll answer you because I read literature, English, world literature. So I'll bring my world level understanding. The pure Indian understanding is not available. Why? Because we were colonized, our thoughts were colonized, we were made to think something else. हमें गुलाम बनाया गया, हमें सोचना सिखाया गया, और हमने धीरे धीरे अंग्रेजों की तरह सोचना शुरू कर दिया, अपना आप को भुला दिया, खुद को भुला के अंग्रेज बनने के चक्कर में हमने अंग्रेजों की तरह सोचना शुरू कर दिया. तो ही इज सेइंग कि क्या हमारे पास कोई इंडियन वे ऑफ थिंकिंग है, कोई हमारा अपना ओरिजिनल थिंकिंग है? नहीं है. क्या ओरिजिनल इंडियन थिंकिंग आ सकती है? बहुत कम चांस है. सो प्लीज रिमेंबर द नेम ऑफ दिस मैन, रामानुजन सर, 1989. दिस वर्क, नॉन फिक्शन. Culinary terms, 2 to 3 times repeated in exam. लैंग्वेज में बहुत सारे वर्ड्स हैं विच आर टेकिंग फ्रॉम कुकिंग, किचन. हाउ मेनी वर्ड्स यू रिमेंबर विच आर टेकन फ्रॉम कुकिंग और किचन? माई ब्लड इज बॉइलिंग, मेरा खून खौल रहा है. बॉइलिंग वर्ड किचन का वर्ड है. I will chop you in pieces. मैं तुम्हें टुकड़ों में काट दूंगा. Chopping, chopper. Then fry, भेजा fry. Cooking word, fry. भेजा fry in slang language. When you say that don't trouble me, I'm pissed off, my bheja is fry. That's bheja fry. और कौन से वर्ड्स होते हैं? Mixer grinders, grinding is a dance move. फिर और कौन से वर्ड्स होते हैं किचन में कुकिंग से? सर्व करना, खाना सर्व करना. सर्व से सर्विस बना है. दैट्स क्यूलिनरी टर्म्स. किचन का रेफरेंस होना चाहिए. बॉईल करना, चॉप करना, फ्राई करना, ठीक है, सर्व करना. दिस इज कॉल्ड क्यूलिनरी टर्म्स, फ्रेंच स्टाइल. Hobson Jobson, a famous question, net exam question. Hobson Jobson is the name of the dictionary which was used by the foreigners, the Britishers, to understand Indian languages. First ever dictionary, English to Hindi, English to local Indian languages. For example, gentleman means sahib. Gentleman means sahib. So foreigners को पता होता था that if an Indian is calling me sahib, that person is giving respect. Right? Please see this thing. Anglo-Indian words का collection था, 2000 words का collection during British rule, British colonial rule. This dictionary was formed by these two writers, Henry Yule and Arthur Coke Burnell. Please remember this. Henry Yule and Arthur Coke Burnell. Hobson Jobson is the first dictionary used in Anglo-Indian timings. जब अंग्रेज आते थे ना इंडिया में नौकरी करने 1850, 1950 ऐसे, तो वो लोग सीख के आते थे, ये डिक्शनरी पढ़ के आते थे कि अच्छा, तो उन्हें पता होता था when Indians are saying इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, they are saying long live revolution. जब वो कहते थे अंग्रेजों भारत छोड़ो, it means quit India movement. Then comes blended learning. Blended learning was a method where the audio visual aid or the online offline teaching methods are used. We also teach blended learning method in my classes. If offline students are attending class, but somehow some student is not able to attend the class, having fever, having some reasonable issues, we share our video classes with the students. That is blended learning or hybrid learning. It was an experiment that क्यों ना learning को थोड़ा सा modernize किया जाए. Now the question starts. Blended learning as a term was used in 1999 in newspapers, in press. तो पहली बात तो याद रखना कि blended learning किसी ने coin नहीं किया है. It was used in the press. 1970s 80s के अंदर ये चीजें डेवलप हुई थी. 1999 में वर्ड यूज हुआ blended learning. Now फर्स्ट एवर ब्लेंडेड लर्निंग प्लान प्रोजेक्ट प्लेटो. ये भी पेपर में क्वेश्चन है. 99.9% ने नहीं पढ़ा होता. आई एम टेलिंग यू, बहुत रैंडम क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. कुछ क्वेश्चंस ऐसे आते हैं, सम क्वेश्चंस इन नेट एग्जाम आर लाइक दिस ओनली. यू विल नेवर अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट टू रीड, वेयर टू रीड. प्रोजेक्ट प्लेटो इज द फर्स्ट एवर ब्लेंडेड लर्निंग कॉन्सेप्ट. प्रोग्राम्ड लॉजिक ऑटोमेटिक teaching operations. Plato. Programmed logic for automatic teaching operation. Plato. The first blended learning concept came in 1960s in the University of Illinois. Please remember this point. Plato की full form देख लो. Programmed logic for automatic teaching operations. Plato. रट्टा मार लेना and don't share this video with anyone. It's a private video. Suggestopedia. Question in net exam. The question was easy. ये आपको आता होगा, पेपर वन के स्टूडेंट्स को बहुत अच्छे से आता होगा. In 1970 the term was coined by Georgy Lazarev. स्पेलिंग देख लेना, ये L है, Lazarev. This man simply came with the idea that learning should be made very comfortable and elaborated. Learning को scientifically ना करके बहुत ही डिटेल में पढ़ाया जाए, बहुत ही अंडरस्टैंडिंग के साथ. एक पॉजिटिव अप्रोच, फोकस ऑन ऑल डिटेल्स, make the learner comfortable with vocabulary, involve the learner in dialogues. That is Suggestopedia, a style that I use in my offline batch. मैं कैसे पढ़ाता हूँ? I just don't read the book that okay, read and write. No, I involve my students. I ask questions. I ask funny questions. I take reference of Bollywood. We laugh. I take funny references of my own life, funny examples. I make people comfortable. If they have a comfortable approach, then we go for details, then we talk about language or important concepts, and we have dialogues, we have conversation. This style is called Suggestopedia. Important thing, 1970s term, Georgy Lazarev. ये नहीं भूलना है. Short and crispy style में I have given you this information. Note it down. Notes बनाओ, रट्टा मारो. Notes बनाओ, रट्टा मारो right now. Exam में ज़्यादा time नहीं है. Mug it up. Be prepared. See you in the next lecture.